Hello, welcome back. In a time when society often forgets the ones who shaped it, the world paused to remember a man who never forgot his audience. Bill Gaither wasn't just another name in gospel music. He was a steady light, a familiar comfort, and a voice that carried across generations. His departure from public life wasn't just an artist stepping away. It signaled the quiet close of a significant chapter in gospel history. It left many with a deep, unexpected emptiness. For decades, Bill had been that reassuring presence. His music connected the old and the young, blending faith, sorrow, and joy into harmonies that felt like home. He didn't just perform. He brought people together, spoke to their souls, and built a shared sense of hope and belonging. When the news came, it was delivered without fuss. A short announcement, so simple it almost downplayed the gravity of what was being shared. Bill Gaither would no longer appear on stage. No long explanations, no farewell tour, just a sudden, respectful goodbye. And in that quiet, the weight of what was lost hit everyone. Fans, fellow artists, and countless people who had relied on his music as a source of strength. It was a departure that didn't scream, but it echoed. And in that echo, people remembered just how much he meant. Those who had worked with him opened up emotionally, not about his fame, but about the man behind the spotlight. They remembered his generosity, his guidance, his faith. Fans shared how his songs became part of their lives during heartbreak, illness, or uncertain times. His music wasn't background noise. It was a lifeline. In every testimony, the same truth appeared. Bill Gaither didn't just create music. He created moments, memories, and meaning. No one knew exactly why he stepped away. Maybe it was his health, a need for rest, or simply a desire to focus on his family after a lifetime of giving to others. But what mattered more than the reason was the understanding that sometimes, even the strongest among us need space to breathe. His decision to walk away quietly didn't come from weakness. It came from wisdom. It takes great strength to step down when the world still wants you to stay. Looking back on his career, it's impossible not to be moved by what he accomplished. Bill Gaither rose from modest beginnings to become a pillar of gospel music around the world, but he never chased the spotlight. His mission was always to uplift others, to encourage belief, and to connect people through a shared message of love and grace. His music wasn't just played at events. It became part of life's most intimate and sacred moments. Weddings, funerals, church services, quiet prayers. His songs lived in the hearts of those who needed them most. Yet behind the smile and steady leadership, Bill was human. He carried burdens, experienced fatigue, and likely faced many of the same silent struggles we all do. That's what makes his choice to retire even more meaningful. He gave of himself until the moment came when he no longer could, and he did so without bitterness or regret. In his final message to the world, Bill reminded everyone that gospel music doesn't belong to one person. It belongs to the people who believe in it and carry it forward. His goodbye wasn't a door closing, but a torch being passed. He asked us to continue what he started, to believe, to hope, to love. That message, like his music, endures. Now, without him leading the way, the gospel world may feel quieter, but it's still rich, still vibrant, still deeply rooted in the seeds he planted. New voices rise every day, carrying echoes of Bill's influence in their songs. He may have stepped off the stage, but his presence remains. His influence is sewn into the fabric of the gospel tradition. In the hymns still sung, and the hearts still moved, it's painful to say goodbye, but there's also gratitude, deep, lasting gratitude, that we had someone like Bill Gaither at all. His story reminds us that greatness isn't about fame. It's about impact. It's about touching. Lives in ways that outlive any one person. Bill's music, his passion, his kindness. These will continue to resonate long after his final bow. True legends aren't just remembered because of their talents. They're remembered because they gave more than they received, because they left the world better than they found it. Bill Gaither gave freely, with every lyric, every note, and every word of encouragement. Even though he's no longer on stage, his story keeps unfolding in the lives of those he inspired. There was a calm in the gospel world that many didn't realize they relied on until it was gone. Bill Gaither had been the steady heartbeat, the dependable presence in times of celebration and sorrow. His music brought unity, healing, and peace. For years he stood at the center of it all, and people quietly assumed he always would. His departure was like a storm, breaking suddenly into a still sky. Unexpected, unthinkable. But even storms have purpose. They clear the air, shift the landscape, and help us see what truly matters. Bill's quiet exit reminded us of the power of presence, of the comfort found in a familiar voice, and the beauty of a soul that never stopped giving. His voice may no longer echo through concert halls, but it continues to echo in lives changed, hearts healed, and faith renewed. Bill Gaither may have left the stage, but his legacy remains deeply woven into the spirit of gospel music. His songs carry on, as does the love he shared. And so, in many ways, he's still here,